Okay, I unknowingly talked to an NPC for doing this. I think it's one of the messages I've read earlier. I mean, couldn't we just send him a message? That is so cute! A limited edition? What would love this? Are there figures of us inside? That's cute. Aww, Pom Pom would love this. I'll take the snacks. Shouldn't give the conductor too much junk food. We'll be in trouble if they get the runs. Can give it to Pom Pom. Aw, Pom Pom is just happy to be with all you passengers. Aw, it's so cute. Right. I say so. I don't know what else I can use this. I already acquired the TV. Can I display that? Luck X. It's actually okay. Nice. Oh wait, there's a quest. There's more to that. Good job. Silly painting. Shutter. Wait, forgot about the item. It's here. I wish I could have a shortcut to just use this. All basic treasures. Oh, okay, so it's a side quest. I still have a lot of treasures I haven't. Even, and I'm 4 years too. Anyway, we should finish the ones in. Planarcadia first, I guess. It's so many quests. I'm guessing the treasures are there. Oh yeah, wait. Maybe I should do the Furbo Bow. Why are they here? Mr. Detective has ordered some takeout. Delivery is here, but he's still out cold. He's up though. So what now? Hang it on the door? Silly Farbos. Guys, he's awake. Okay. Do you remember our field reporter Ferblix? It's been piloting the long-form video and live stream business for Furbobo Weekly lately. Caught quite a bit of attention. Ferblix says the fans' comments on public screens are all about how they want to see Baseball Raccoon, so it wants to start a live stream battle with you to get more fans. Okay. Time to put my popularity to the test. I'm on my way. Oh my god. Turbo! This is gonna be silly. Started when I got with my left foot first and made sure to only step on the white stripes at the crosswalk. I swear, Lee's Leo superstitious life hack really pays off. Check it out, Baseball Raccoon is actually here. I like that emote so much. Also been time for a chance to get some more FaceTime with you. Oh my god. He's fanboying so much. Okay. It's still such a shame that the Furbos are paid DLC. I would love to get at least one of them. Welcome to stream, fam. Anything goes. You do whatever you want as long as you don't violate the Department of Immigration Defense's regulations. So what's gonna happen? Can you blur the names? Why Theorosmoro? How would they cover that up? Because rubbing it in. Wait, what are these? These are new. Like it's the Daybreak's #1 stand. Wait, I just realized we can reply. Wait, let me backlead the others. Banned. Golden toilet. Global Protection Society. A monkey causing a ruckus. Detective is on the case, but how about Ashrail? This. Maybe this clip, yeah. Someone say Mr. Yang, so alright. I want to see Mr. Yang. Ghost doors. Noodles. The badge. Now the ghost puppy. You make cat. Your wallet's totally empty. Deep and bassy voices. You detectives are a high commodity right now. Oh, he lost it during his stream, got into a flame war, spammed 300 rage comments, got hold on. Raccoon spots. Sunday. Mysterious person whose name starts with Ryu and ends with Suke. Totally not obvious. Oh yeah, the toilet. I'm here for the tea. Okay, what legend? Supernatural happenings in the magazine. Alright. As part of the ghost hunting squad back on the Lofinu, I'm not afraid of any supernatural happenings. Yes, ghost hunting event when or two. Boss, did you know the ghost story here at Furbobo Weekly? You see, Furbos always hear the sound of scuffing footsteps coming from the office at midnight. I'm sure it's probably just Mr. N or Ashville. Scuff, scuff, scuff. Feels like it's right behind you, following close but always out of reach. Can never find where it's coming from. Scuff, scuff, and then everyone realized the scuffing was actually an old newspaper that floated around at night even 6 years back. And here's the kicker, while I was cleaning up some junk in the office, I found something incredible. A yellowed newspaper suddenly fell out from a gap in our filing cabinet. My first stood right on the end. You think it could be imagining? It just might. Maybe it's the kind that never got sold and turned into an imagining out of the sheer resentment of wanting to be read. Anyway, let's solve this mystery together, boss. Take a look with me. Okay. The old newspaper is covered in illegible Planarcadia script. Children might have an idea of what it says. It's it's a Ouija board. Take a look at this little note, boss. It's for instruction. Science newspaper instructions. It takes 2 people to operate. But if you keep your eyes on this little wispy, it's highly sensitive to wish power. The incantation to awaken the Science newspaper goes, for Bricato, please descend to us. For Bricato, please descend to us. Now just silently think of the question you wish to ask and wait for the wispy to reveal the answer. Looks suspicious. The ink isn't even dry yet. Someone just write this on the spot. I'm not sure if this will actually work, but if you're ready, let's give it a shot, President. Tiny whisper from who knows where sits perfectly still in the old newspaper, as if feeling your stare. What's the incantation to awaken the Science newspaper again? For Bricato. We're here, please answer yes. It is. Science newspaper is responding. Now why don't you try asking some simple questions, boss? It seems trustworthy, we can dive deeper. For Bricato, who are you? Wants to know? Does he know who it is? Or is it a secret you're not allowed to tell? How do you solve the solitary waves? I don't even know what that is. Oh, show some mercy. Dog? Why are you treating me like some common mutt? Am I Juliana dog to me? Himaj. Wait, aren't Furbos technically canines? The answer isn't technically wrong. Boss? Boss? No wait, you actually know you're the boss of Furbo Weekly. Wow, it's actually working, boss. It is our chance to finally crack the mystery of the old newspaper story. The story's been around since way before your time. Why is it answering our summon all of a sudden? Why don't we just ask it directly? Alright, what made you want to answer us all of a sudden? pointing to yes, but that's exactly helpful. I think it's running low on wish power. It makes sense. Any imagining forgotten by the world. This is its source of wish power and slowly starts to disintegrate into its pay. Can we vanquish you? No, you can't? Let's take you home. Tell us, where do you live? Here? Here? No way, you're a bound spirit for a Bobo Weekly? Ugh, they say it's easier to invite a ghost than to kick one out. We're gonna have to call the Department of Vibration Defense for sure. How's my love life looking? You're actually asking that? Should I cover my ears or something? Yes? Is your true love finally on the way, President? Do I know them already? Yes? You have a sudden flash of insight and lock eyes, you Julian. President, please, no more questions. I love you just like I love my work, okay? You want me to ask all if you insist, President. For Mercado, quit the ghost act and show yourself. Otherwise, I'm calling the top Ghostly Grove influencer, a little Guinea Gear, to come and bust you. Enough of the tough talk, just ask already. Mercado for Mercado, what's your deal anyway? If you want a piece of someone, come at me. Just leave the boss out of this. Okay, wait, you're actually coming for me? I'm not waiting around for you, President. Cover me. I'm gonna flip this newspaper over and see who's behind this. Ah, wait up! You guys finally found me. I have no choice but to show myself now. It's been so long since I've manifested that I messed it up. It's a ghost furbo. Close your eyes, let me try that one more time. I am Fabricato, the hidden employee for Furbo. Nice to meet you. A hidden employee? What's that supposed to mean? Fabricato is a Furbo. Just a pun, just how we Furbos come up with our names. So that old newspaper wasn't some psychic phenomenon, but your hidden work? Amy and those little whisper moving around paper are actually from my own body, so obviously they did what I want to tell them. My gramps always said I was a natural at fabricating stuff, so that's how I got my name. Oh, okay. Makes sense. As of today, I'm officially stepping out of the shadows as a full-time employee of Furbo Week. How are we gonna pay you? Excuse me, where does that leave me? I'm the boss. If the boss wants to hand over a real employment contract with health insurance and the whole 9 yards, I'd be happy to take it. Or this, I tried everything to get those Furbos to notice me. I just ended up becoming a local ghost story about the Furbo Weekly being haunted at night. Until you showed up and saw me for who I am. From now on, you're the only master for me. You look so cute, though. Master, please take me in. Let me serve you. Is this some kind of imprinting? This Furbo is way to claim you. Look, Furbo Weekly has an interview process for a reason. We can't just go around making exceptions. Oh, an interview. Got it. That's just code for make the boss happy, right? I have my last 30.67 wish bay right here. Jillian, let's pull our pocket money and give it to her. She'll be thrilled. I have to chip in too. Yeah. If it doesn't let me join for a weekly robot, end it all right here and now. She'll definitely say yes. I have to end it all too. Yeah. What is even going on right now? Stop making stuff up. Stop for your heart. You'll be the special correspondent for our paranormal column at Furbo Weekly. Okay, we got a new employee. Oh my god. You're a ghost colleague. Do you have this in use? No. Silly Furbos. Boss, get I mean, you've got a few questions for you. Sure. Furbo Weekly has been invited as a featured media partner for Planarcadia's Fashion Festival. One of the segments involves asking the magazine's president to share what's usually inside their bag. For letters week? I don't have a bag. Boss said true fashionistas don't carry bags. If you write it down like that, I'm going to come off way too cocky, like I couldn't care less how the other outlets feel. Boss, no one's actually ever looked inside your bag anyway. How about you just make something up and I'll call it a day. Why don't you just check my pockets? You're way too honest, boss. The Stellaron. Boss said if I'm going to embarrass myself, I should take the express crew with me. Other people add a little spice. You're dumping in oil, salt, MSG, vinegar, soy sauce, and chili flakes to top it all off. This basic journalism 101 final question. Ta-da! So would you recommend this fashion item to others? They're all looking at me. It's so funny. Please don't copy me. The boss said you've got to become a one-of-a-kind fashion icon. Thanks for your answers. That wraps up our interview with the nominee for Least Fashionable Award. Bruh. How dare you set me up, punk? You're fired. Great Raccoon, a message for you. The year-end performance review for Furbo Weekly is just around the corner. You select your performance review strategy. Performance review? Although I certainly didn't have that when Director Nihilux was in charge. From a professional management perspective, it's absolutely necessary to implement it. Leave the procedural stuff to me, Great Raccoon. All you need to do is make the executive decisions, which means what kind of strategy have you decided on for evaluating our work? Scientific and effective manner. It's my first time being a president. I want to ask you first, what does proper scientific evaluation process usually look like? Usually the employees complete a self-evaluation first, then the boss chats with everyone one-on-one, and finally the official results are given based on those self-evaluations. Not bad, I can't be bothered to think of anything else, so let's just roll with that. Whoa, just like that, talk about efficiency. Roger, I'll sync your performance review strategy to the Furbos right away. Wait, Raccoon. I guess we could investigate. The labyrinth game.
まだ早いし、どこかへ行く？
Let's check it out. Let me emphasize this one more time. Detective Mercator never loses, and your Vexus is just grasping at straws. What? Nonsense, I doubt you even read the original The Labyrinth game comic. You're probably just some newbie who hopped on after the animation started airing. Watch a couple of the episodes and now you're here pretending you know everything. My costume is distracting. What are you guys arguing about? We're fighting for our own idols here, so back off. I don't want any collateral damage. Take it easy. Looks like we've got a newcomer who hasn't fallen down a rabbit hole yet. So are you interested in participating in the elaborate game-only con? Come experience the battle foots between Detective Mercator and Vigilante Vexus. What's that? Favorite comic, a masterpiece of tactical brilliance that influenced Planarcadia. If you're interested, you absolutely have to check it out. The animation adaptation is airing right now, and I guarantee you'll fall in love with Vexus once you watch it. Now, fall for a queen of mind games, Mercator. She's destined to win. Destined to win? Oh, please don't forget Mercator is just some kid who looked like a normal elementary school student. But Vexus can literally curse people to death. All she needs is someone's face and name. What's wrong being normal? The psycho killer Vexus doesn't even know Mercator's real name. That's her winning hand. This is a Death Note reference. I will not let you call her psycho killer. Please address her properly as Vexus, the righteous punisher of evil, the enchanting beauty and the vigilante of justice. She only walked the path of carnage because she couldn't stand the corruption of the city. Her sacrifice deserves to be remembered by all. You're supposed to remember all those titles. Mercator only needs one. Detective. Now that is a true path of justice. Forget it. There's no point arguing with you. If only this guy hadn't passed away so suddenly and had lived long enough to finish the ending. Someone with her sense of justice would have definitely had Detective Mercator bring the Vexus to justice. Oh, it's an unfinished series. Nonsense, as if Master Chair would ever write such a hollow and boring ending. You clearly missed all the foreshadowing in the original. Vexus will definitely get away with it and have the last laugh. I'm your first grader who's only 4 feet tall. That an insult to Mercator's height? Her wisdom is just condensed into an adorably child-sized body. An insult? No, just stating facts. Last time we matted off and insulted our idol, he nearly got into a street brawl with the Ashen Detective, the head of our Mercator fan club. Oh my god, Ashvale is here. If that talking monkey hadn't stepped in to break it up, we'd probably be visiting the convention in a stretcher today. Bringing this up again, I can't be bothered to argue with you. Your Mercator fans are such killjoys. This is a friendly reminder to watch your mouth. Like these two aren't going to start a fight. How boring. But the Ashen Detective is a talking monkey. Could it be that down on his luck detective sure has a wide range of hobbies? A comic that never even got a proper ending, and it still has fans arguing this hard. Pretty impressive, honestly. Too bad I've never read it myself. Better stay out of this and get out of here. Oh, Shui? That's a surprise. My apologies, that was my oversight. When I have time in the future, I shall chat with you often. I heard you are traveling in Planarcadia. I have a small favor to ask you. Speak your mind, Your Honor. Have you perchance heard of the Labyrinth game? I'm very interested in this comic. Ooh. Hunting down criminals and enemies suits me better than the author's debut work, Rockstar. I heard the Dimension City is holding the Labyrinth game-only con recently, where many fan work will be on sale. I'll ask you to my position I can personally attend the comic convention in Planarcadia. I hope you can buy some fan comics for me to fulfill my regrets. Sure. FanCon, let's go! Looking forward to seeing the new fan works, thank you. That is so out of place, Shui of all people. Can't have FanCon, what should I get for Shui today? Let's try the booth over there. Hey, this is the Labyrinth Game Con, only con. Why you showed up cosplaying the fluffy? Well, we niche Fandom folks should be reprimanded anyway. I'm not cosplaying, this is my natural everyday outfit. And the Labyrinth game animation blowing up right now will become mainstream in no time. I'll take all the fan comics. I will choose you decide to take all. I'm very decisive, thank you for your business. I can't exactly encourage you wearing cosplay from other franchises to the Labyrinth game only con. Gotta admit, your baseball print cosplay is spot on. You look just like the real thing, because I am the real thing. Speaking of which, there's an insanely accurate Mercator cosplayer here today. Everyone's been lining up to take pictures. I'm planning to head over and check it out later. Your cosplay is so good, you should learn from others and go to the conventions you're actually supposed to attend. Don't do this again next time. Can't be bothered explaining to this guy. Speaking of which, you would probably be interested in this so-called Spawn cosplay, right? I should take some photos for her before I head out. Fan comics here all seem pretty interesting. Maybe we should take another look around. This is a fan comic set in a parallel universe. In the cover, both Mercator and Vexus are wearing Shinzo-style outfits. Wherefore, why dost thou not smite me? Dost thou spare my life merely to vaunt thy mercy? Thy sword doth merit but the skill and not forgiveness, yet should I slay thee with this very hand. Wherein shall I be different from thy malice? You honestly have no idea what these two classical style characters are saying, but isn't this kind of how Shuei talks to? She might actually like this. Never mind, the author's interpretation of Shinzo style in Planarcadia always feels a bit off. I think we just got Urianjay there. This is a beautifully printed fan comic with excellent artwork. On the cover, both Mercator and Vexus are drawn extra adorably. Miss Vexus, may I pinch your chubby little cheeks? You may not, Miss Mercator. You're a detective and I'm a murderer. People like us shouldn't. I don't suddenly pinch my chubby little cheeks like that. Sorry, I just can't help myself. Her chubby little cheeks are just too adorable. Even though you never read the Labyrinth game, you're absolutely certain that whoever made this fan comic hasn't either. Looks like every fandom gets plagued by these weird fan works from people who never touch the source material, and it'd even be worse if this fan comic sells well. This is seems to be some kind of fan comic. The cover reads, Transcending Modern Ethics with Vexus. It is about 700 pages without a single illustration. Vexus's actions represent a complete negation and revocation. The evocation of the other. In the context of modern ethics, through sovereign charm work interfering with the existential order, she attempts to reforge the transcendental structure of norms upon the void of the law. In other words, Vexus is not merely a murderer, but rather one who questions legitimacy itself through the form of violence. This action is precisely a parodic destruction of deontology and a mimetic interpretation of value reevaluation. She believes she's striving for justice, yet in truth she has fallen into an infinite recursion of signifiers pointing to signifiers, reducing justice to a mere self-referential game of mirrors. You have no idea what this fan comic is about, but you know that no matter how many people Vexus killed in the story, she very clearly missed one. Oh my gosh, what an adorable little grade school little detective. It's like seeing Mercator in the flesh. Is this really cosplay? How does she even look exactly like Mercator? Look at the chair with eyes next to her. Looks exactly like Chersky's comic self-portrait. Please stop crowding around us. Wait. Baseball Raccoon? Hey, you're Baseball Raccoon, aren't you? Since you're also a comic character, you should understand my situation. Please help me get out of here. Correction, the comic is based on my life. Comic, real person, whatever it is, please just find a way to get me out of here first. Just a small crowd, if you can distract them, you can make a run for it. You decide to... Right. You can pull a handful of common currencies from different worlds out of your coin purse and scatter them into the crowd. It's just loose change, but the effect is exactly as you expected. You pull forward in a frenzy, scrambling to grab the money. After all, even if the pie that falls from the sky is only worth a single penny, no one can resist bending down to grab it. Passion always gets its butt kicked by reality. Nice work, Miss Chair. Now's our chance. Like it. The crowd scatters instantly, giving you the chance to escape the scene with your two strange new friends. So she's not a cosplayer. Seriously, I'm not a comic character? I actually haven't finished this yet. We should be safe here now, thank you. Yeah, getting swarmed while cosplaying is pretty normal. Oh come on, you really don't get it. I'm not a cosplayer, just like you're not cosplaying Baseball Raccoon. Yeah, Baseball Raccoon is cosplaying me. I think I get it now. Baseball Raccoon is a character based on you. Looks like our situations are completely different. But at this point, I'm really at my wit's end, so I might as well be straight to you. I'm not pretending to be a Mercator. I am the Mercator from the Labyrinth game. As for me, I come from the notes from the author. On the inside cover of each volume of the Labyrinth game, the little self-portrait that Chersky drew of herself is me, Miss Chair. To put it more bluntly, we are aberrations, unauthorized imaginary who transform without the Department of Aberration Defense's approval. But hey, this is what we're doing. The Labyrinth game hasn't been updated for over a decade. I suppose it's because during the Phantasmian games when wish power fills the world that led to our unexpected creation. Plus, the Labyrinth game recently got an animation adaptation, which brought this work back into the spotlight among readers. Our old work's gone viral, but now Miss Chair and I have become aberrations handed down by the Department of Aberration Defense. What a pain in the neck. Don't be so down. Look, Cheska drew us with eyes and legs back then. How awesome is that? If she hadn't died, this story would have had a perfect ending. That's probably what the fans were thinking when they created us too. I'm a shame, all four of my limbs are legs, so I got new hands to learn how to draw. But you can't run so fast. When the Department of Aberration Defense was chasing us, you just scooped me up and ran. I'll give the chair a try when I get the chance. Hey! I hope you're here to hunt down the bad guys, not running away like me. I did consider turning myself in since my life principle has always been never break the law, but I can't do that right now. And as for the reason, I think you've already guessed it. That's right, just like with Miss Chair. Vexus, the ruthless vigilante who kills people without batting an eye, has also arrived in this world. Oh, Vexus, a child born into a family of security officers, was once my best partner until she walked down the path of carnage. Once she sees someone's face and speaks their name, they die exactly as she predestined. With a supernatural power, she killed her way from criminals to colleagues, from the heinously evil to anyone who stood in her path, until finally she turned her blade on the innocent. This is just late. To stop her, I stepped onto the board right after the comic's ending and set a trap. If she tried to curse me to death, she'd be caught immediately, but alas, the story froze at that moment. The criminal escaped to this place. As Detective M, who knows her best, I must first stop her from committing more crimes and turn myself. Because I was born, justice never exists independently. Detectives are born only to eliminate evil. Those murder calling cards aren't just convention merch, they're being posted everywhere else too. So listen up, and I'm not being dramatic here. Vexus has entered reality, and with her blood-stained lips and hands, she will bring violence and absolute death to the city of Elation. It's way too dangerous for kids to do this. Go to the police. If I report this now, I'll get arrested over my identity due to lack of evidence. The best course of action is to find Vexus first. Do you have any reliable detective contacts in Planarcadia? Oh yes, absolutely yes, and it is our old friend, the action detective. He nodded with satisfaction. The head of the Mercator fan club would definitely be happy to help. Informants are the lifeblood of a detective. We can contact him over there, and I won't pry. If only I could have given you an ending. Yeah, I tried Sky, you did a great job. Let's hope the help we can find can provide some useful leads. Don't worry, failure has no place in Justice Detective Mercator's pipe. Oh wait, are we gonna really call him? Let's give Asheville a call right here. Mobile bebop. Voice from the TV. Can you confirm that, Mercator? Stop watching that animation. You've got a client calling. Hello, this is the Action Detective Agency. I'm busy right now and very unhappy to be of service. Don't question my answers. It's all in my head. Come on. The thrill of chasing crimes gets my blood pumping. Not happy serving Mercator either. I don't care about Mercator. You watched the Labyrinth game too. Told Asheville about what you said. By the laughter, Mercator appeared as an aberration in Planarcadia, and she said Vexus was there too. If anyone else told me this, I'd think they were messing with me, but since it's coming from you, she isn't exactly a saint either, probably just messing with you as well. No, she's different, I believe in her. Vexus has appeared in this world. Sounds serious, but don't worry, if it's him herself, she'll definitely prevail. Just like her catchphrase says, you can curse everything, but you can never curse justice. Too bad I can't make it in person, but I'll introduce you to my best informant. Stop watching the animation, get over here. Don't you want to meet your idol? It's not that I want to go, I just can't. Mercator is my favorite detective. In criminal investigation, you must avoid letting emotions cloud your judgment, so you need to avoid getting too close on a personal level. The lazy detective retorted with such an excuse. Besides, isn't that what everyone says? Don't touch your idols, a little gold always rubs off. The lazy detective tries to get away with it by spouting wise quotes. Narrator, send the informant's location to your Bruce phone. Remember the passphrase, it's going to rain today. Before hanging up on the phone, the detective cast a profound gaze out the window where a storm was brewing. Looks like we've got the lead. Well then, let's get moving. Wait, why is the door gone? Streets, alleyways, shadowed corners, and in an instant your mind floods with scenes from spy thrillers. All hidden currents and covert tensions, and now you're about to become one of them. Let's find a way to meet the informant first. What was the passphrase Asheville mentioned earlier? It's going to rain today. Wait, there's like so many choices. Knock on the wall. Easy, easy. This building is the actual filming location for the Labyrinth game. Chapter 33 of the comic, the last panel shows Dimitri falling from the very rooftop after Vexus cursed him to death. What will he do if you damage it? Who's talking? Let's try different cough. Cough, a 30 cough that's chronic, probably he lungs. Dr. Phil wished he detect designated medical. Welcome back, now playing the Labyrinth game, animated series, episode 47. Right, it's going to rain today. I accept your passphrase. Informant? Oh, it's the umbrella guy. Need the protection of the law's umbrella. I am Rainmaker. Umbrella. I'm sure Aspia has already shown you my strength. You know, I just realized Evernight also has that umbrella. So is he also connected to Veracity? Wow, what a handsome umbrella head gentleman. How did you end up becoming an informant? Just keep it down, everyone needs a little side hustle, you know. So you must be Miss Mercator that Ashvale mentioned. Being an aberration must come with many inconveniences. Perhaps you'd like me to help you file a lawsuit against the Department of Aberration Defense for imagining identity registration. No need, I know I'm not welcome in this world, and I won't stay here for long too, but before I leave there are matters I need to resolve. Her name is Vexus, and just like me, she's an aberration born from a comic. She's a bloodthirsty killer, extremely dangerous, and we need to find her. Huh, you're not messing with me, are you? This is clearly Peruna, the head of the Dimension City branch of the telecom carrier Arcadia Telecom. Isn't that a comic character? A comic character? I don't read comics, so I might be wrong, but this picture looks exactly like Peruna. I might be wrong about this. Peruna is quite a good leader, and her subordinates can't stop praising her. Plus, she's happily married, she has adopted a child. Both her career and family life are smooth sailing. She doesn't really seem like someone who would be a serial killer. Besides, she's been the head of Dimension City's Arcadia Telecom branch for several years now. There's no way she could be an aberration who managed best at the same time as Miss Mercator. I understand. Rationally speaking, Miss Peruna shouldn't have anything to do with this, but I must verify her identity in person, because my detective's intuition is sounding the alarm. If she really is Vexus, then she now has access to almost everyone's personal information in Dimension City, and she can curse without any obstacles. In other words, Planarcadia has become even more dangerous. No, why can't you give me the contact info? It's private information. I really can share that, but I do know she often visits this restaurant called Walk and Roll in Yum Yum Alley. She goes there 3 or 4 times a week. It's dinner time now. Why don't you try your luck at the Walk and Roll? You might just run into her there. I remember that place. That was Cher's favorite restaurant when she was alive. That's where she came up with Rockstar, her debut work. Looks like she might not be completely uninvolved in this. Thank you very much, Mr. Umbra. I'll head to Walk and Roll right away. Hopefully we can find Miss Peruna there. Let me remind you, the law rests on the presumption of innocence. Be careful not to let your desire to solve cases take over, and push you across boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. Mr. Umbral, Detective M is driven by justice alone. Wow. Over 48 complaints this month by the laugher. Can't even get 50 orders in a month. But chef, we still have regulars coming in every day. Miss Peruna is my old friend. I won't count this against her. You should reflect on your own issues. But as a head chef, shouldn't you be doing some self-reflection too? You bought this place before it closed down. Don't tell me you're planning to run it into the ground again. This is where Rockstar was born, of course. I can't bear to see it go under. But it is a new era now. We still once playing home cooking with ordinary taste, ordinary decor, and ordinary atmosphere. Phantasmic Games is in full swing. We could be riding the wave. Would it really hurt to release some special dishes? Stop fooling around and think carefully about the purpose of your work. Do you want customers to come to a restaurant to savor your culinary skills or just chase after some fleeting social trends? The power of cooking lies in emotion and in life itself. We're here to comfort ordinary diners who are busy just getting through their days using the simplest of dishes. Have you forgotten that? Head chef, no matter how moving your words are, it won't change the fact that business is terrible. Right, you guys go prep the ingredients. You want to cheer ski created walk star. This head chef is just like the protagonist from our comic. I think you all are. Karuna, oh wait, just a second. Is Karuna here right now? Perfect. We'd like to ask her a few questions. Yeah, don't worry, Dermo. I'll call her for you. She's really here. Run, Period, run. Figure climbed out of the window and stumbled off. She ran away, Marketer. She must really be Vexus. Really? If you want to catch up to her, you'll have to go to first get past my blade. Leave the cook to me. Hurry and go after Vexus. This chair, doko. Forget it, just give it me quickly. I haven't gotten my driver's license. Fine, I'm basically automatic. We're riding a chair. Julie sit down in a chair as if ascending a royal throne. Relax, sit tight and hold on. Super chair mode activated. There's a There's no seatbelt. Alas, there's too many people ahead. I can't fly through. I'll take a detour around. You go ahead. Wait, did I do this already? I guess I did that. You successfully catch up to Chair and stop Peruna. To avoid causing commotion, you lead Peruna to a quiet roadside. Running away the moment you see us, you must be Vexus. It's been 15 years, why are you showing up now? Just when I finally managed to live like a normal person. 15 years? So she really is, she existed before. Yeah, I was born 15 years ago. 15 years ago, during the previous Phantasmian games. Oh, it's during Here It Goes. Planarcadia was brewing with wish power. At the time, the Labyrinth game was about to end and the comic was dominating the popularity charts. That's when I was born as an aberration. People love me for cutting down the injustices in the world. The truth is, I'm not a bloodthirsty person by nature. If I could, I would have chosen to live like a normal person long ago. Because I was just so tired. Since in that world were piled so high, I couldn't see any hope through them. That's why I'm so glad I came here. Planarcadia doesn't have really as much evil, and I can live a normal life without worry. How do you count the crimes you committed in the comic? Would you arrest an actor who plays a murderer in a detective show? In the real world, I've never harmed anyone. I haven't even harmed a single wisp. Please believe me, all those crimes I committed were nothing but fictional stories. What about the murder calling cards? By the laughter, this is viral marketing type of the animation edition. Don't take it seriously. I laid it all out for you, so you should understand by now, right? Sorry, I don't understand. Which part don't you understand? Every single part. Since I was born, I've been trying every possible way to finish that comic that will never have a chance to be completed. Even in an unfamiliar place, Mercantile Sphere tries her hardest to catch you. And you with your superpowers are telling me that you want to give it all up and be a normal person? Superpowers? In this mundane life, there are too many frustrations where I try your hardest but get nowhere. My marriage is dead in the water, and my adopted kid's a disappointment. What am I supposed to do? Should I curse both my son, who keeps failing his exams, and his useless father to death? And the comet was always scheming and plotting my every move, yet I lived in constant fear. And now, even though I have to put in all my effort just to get through ordinary daily life, I feel steady and at peace. Those who seek the ordinary and those who seek the extraordinary will never fully understand each other. You can keep chasing after the thrilling heroic destiny from the comic, but Vexus is dead. Please let her go from your hearts. Cut the act, Vexus. Don't let her fool you. Want a peaceful, normal life? Fine. Crimes in the comic don't count, sure thing. But are you really that pure and innocent in the real world? Have you never given in to your murderous desires and committed crimes? Of course I did not. Then why does the date of Chereskig's death perfectly match the day it came into existence? Did she not die of an illness? It was her. She killed Miss Cheresky. The so-called death by illness was simply the result of her death curse. After becoming an aberration, you must have found out somehow that Cheresky intended to write an ending where you failed and were captured. To stop her, you took her life. Even found out about all that, you really are. Why is you all obsessed? Why won't you just let me go? It's all because there was no ending, that you got the chance to go after Cheresky who created you. She loved comics so much, cared about all of you so much, and she was so talented. Sorry, for both her and me, that was the only way. I get it now. To make up for this mistake, I will give everything I have to fulfill Cheresky's final wish. To draw an ending for this unfinished comic. We feel a wave of dissonance. When your vision clears, all that remains is an ordinary chair that can no longer speak. Take a look. You look at the chair, but the chair can no longer look back. It seems the chair truly gave it her all. Let's sit down. Chair that can no longer jet around, and one that is even a bit uncomfortable to sit on. This is definitely not going to spark any fountains of inspiration. Ashvale, why is he calling me all of a sudden? How about that? Wasn't Mercator's seduction absolutely brilliant? Have you been following us? Following you? Don't underestimate the intelligence network of the Ashen Detective. By the way, did you know Detective Mercator's greatest ability is her ability to retain every single detail inside her head and analyze them inside her mind gallery? That sounds like, oh, is that the Mentalist? Put myself through some intense training just to be like her. I finally mastered this skill. Pretty impressive, right? It's also kind of like Mr. Brain. We have a rather urgent situation here. You're right, Detective Murder always manages to solve the mystery and uncover the truth at the most critical moments using her signature mind gallery technique. Let me teach it to you right away. Right now, I show you it'll come in handy later. What would Mercator say at a time like this? Oh, I remember now. Attention, now it's seduction time. What's this? Since Miss Chair says she wants to complete the ending, there's a high chance the place they're going to is related to the author Chair Sky herself. But isn't Chair Sky dead? That's where things get real interesting. Based on Mercator's deductions, Vexus likely harbored intense hatred toward the creator, who intended to give her a sad ending. This would establish a compelling motive for murder. As much as she won't admit, Mercator made a grave error. She conflated Vexus from the story with Peruna from outside the story. Remember the conversation you overheard at Walk and Roll? Yeah, we still have regulars. Vexus is always here and seems to be on good terms with the staff too. Bought this store before it closed down. Tell me you're planning to run it to the ground again. The head chef bought Walk and Roll to keep him from closing down. Apparently it was because it was where Walkstar was born. No wonder Chersky created Walkstar. The head chef is just like the protagonist from her comic. She's really here. Run, Perry, run. I want to catch up to her, I have to first get past my blade. Michelle also mentioned that this head chef is just like a character straight out of the comic, and she seems to be close to Vexus too. So this is where things obviously get contradictory. Based on Mercator's deduction, Vexus and the writer Chersky were sworn enemies who could not coexist in the same world. But a Walk and Roll plays that is deeply connected to Chersky and especially to her comic. Not only is Vexus, who now goes by the name Peruna, a frequent guest, she's also a good friend of the owner. Impressive, but we need proof of the pudding here, and the detective's pipe needs to bake out to spark the flames of truth. Oh, what really happened back then? I think you still need more information. What is this? This is Chersky's studio from where she was alive. More strictly speaking, it's a recreation of his studio based on my memory and deduction. After Miss Chersky's sister announced the news of her passing, I did some research. After all, she was one of my favorite comic artists. The comic ended right there back then. With them closing in, her Vexus issues her final murder notice, declaring that she will kill someone truly innocent. Mercator and security officer station ambush in Miss M's name, ready to arrest Vexus the moment she moves to cast a death curse on her. Oh no, it's blocking though. No. I want to see Asheville's face. Oh my god, I have to remove this. Mercator decided on this move because she was certain she had never revealed her name before to Vexus. This must be why she was so convinced she'll win. As you flip through the manuscript, you notice that the final pages are heavily marked with revisions and corrections. Mercator, justice never dies. You shall never. Vexus, what even counts as justice? Looks like she was nowhere near deciding on ending. That's right, this scene was littered with discarded drafts and loads of margin notes exploring various endings. That was exactly the kind of artist Chersky was. Talented, diligent, and meticulous down to the last hair. To think that a genius like her was born only to leave behind fragments of her works. It's truly frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. Oh no, I can't. Wait, why did we have Himiko's teacher here? Now bringing you this piece of news confirmed. Prodigy comic artist Chersky passed away. Chersky, creator of the Labyrinth game and the Walk Star, was confirmed dead this morning after emergency treatment for a sudden illness failed. A large crowd of his fans has gathered on the streets, come together to mourn Miss Chersky. At the memorial site, tensions flared when overzealous fans caused a disturbance. Reports indicate that the dispute revolved surprisingly around the ending of the Labyrinth game. Chersky's older sister confirmed that the artist had repeatedly received threatening letters concerning this very issue. Such disruptive behavior by extra fans has continued unabated to this day. The fan club president. I was just administering more justice to those obsessive fans. It's only right that we all stand against toxic fan behavior. Who knows, maybe Chersky struggled to finish the ending because of all that pressure. Despite repeated attempts, the mysterious sister was never heard from again. Now that Chersky was gone from the public eye, no proper funeral was ever held. What if she's not dead? She just faked it. She's the owner of the restaurant. We're just in the school though. There have been no obvious signs of struggle, with art supplies and draft paper scattered everywhere. It was in a space like this that Chersky created the Labyrinth game, a series still beloved by fans to this day. Anyway, let's go through what we know so far. See no drugs, there aren't any medical reports either. Maybe his sister came up to clean up. None of my sources can reach this mysterious sister anymore. What's more, according to Chersky's family record, she has no living relatives left. Vexus, who was born at the time by chance. Oh, so Vexus might have posed as Chersky's sisters, but why would she do something like that? It's the most puzzling part of the case. Following Chersky's death, her fans easily put together a memorial on their own. The exact cause of death and any funeral arrangements that were made were never reported in the media. And why was that? There was no funeral. A brilliant comic artist struggling under immense pressure to complete the ending suddenly passes away. Her mysterious sister announces the death and nothing has been heard since. And we now think Vexus might just be the mysterious sister. I see, so Chersky isn't actually dead. That would explain quite a few things. If Chersky isn't dead, where is she now? Monkey. The brain rot. Oh no, I can't take a picture with my phone. The comic artist and her villainous creations were their adversaries or accomplices. Take it you already have some ideas. Yes, through all of this, one person stands out for their truly strange behavior. It's like they knew everything. What's this? Still playing dumb at a time like this. Looks like it's time for the hard-boiled detective's fist of deduction to make an appearance. Oh come on, you barely pieced everything together just a few moments ago. Miss Prune is an old friend of mine. He's really here. At first we thought the head chef was the inspiration for Chersky's Walk Star, but now it appears that she might be Chersky herself who faked her death. I like who's been following you guys around. Head chef. No, I should call you Miss Chersky, the prodigy comic artist. So the head chef is really Chersky. What a revelation. You knew the truth all along, and you realized Murgatroyd would go off in a wild goose chase with her deductions, but as a fan, you couldn't bring yourself to point out her mistakes. That's why you refused to help us directly. Am I right? Fine, deduction time is over, and now it's time for you to go confront Miss Chersky yourself. That's it. Goodbye. Yo, come back here. So let's have a chat, Miss Chersky. I've long known this day would come, and yet now it's here. I can't help but feel the grand finale has arrived. She's my self-portrait, isn't she? In some way, she's an idealized version of me, purer, with a deeper and far stronger desire to complete the comic. But I've lost the will to continue. Writing comics was the most beautiful time of my life. I love giving my life to my characters through my drawings. But fans have all sorts of expectations, and characters have all sorts of destinies too. I had to carry all that pressure to find a perfect ending, but I am just an ordinary person who loves drawing silly little comics. Everyone calls me genius, but Vexus is the only one who truly gets me. She stepped out of the comic and told me to stop when I felt exhausted. Forget about everyone else's expectations, she said. Those millions of readers can wait. From now on, a weak version of you is dead. After killing that version of myself, that self was weighed down by so many expectations, I actually felt true freedom. Yeah, it's been 15 years. Although, why should I have to face it anyway? Why can't I simply draw comics and cook as I please? Why must I face public opinion, the obsessive fans, and the constant pressure to complete the ending? Please, I'm just a coward, can't face this comic that's causing me so much pain anymore. You're right. I promised Peruna I'd give her a brand new life. This might be the only thing I can do for her now. As for Chair and Margator, I created them, and they were once my most beautiful memories. It's true that I haven't been able to let go of them for even a single day. Oh well, I've had 15 years of peace up till now, after all. Come with me, I think Chair will take them to where I used to draw. I can show you the way. Please come with me. Oh, don't forget to bring this chair along. I'm bringing the chair. Vexus, my best of partners. Remember the time we parted ways? Why are you saying anything? Alright, let me refresh your memory. You may not remember the name Redek, but you likely remember his crimes. He kidnapped his rival's daughter and murdered her in cold blood. We had been on the case an entire year, but as he was protective at every turn, and the girl's death was eventually ruled an accident. Back then you asked me what justice really meant and had no answer for you. If your version of justice can provide tit-for-tat punishment, then this so-called justice that's always delayed and doomed to be absent can't be the right answer. So your answer is to commit brutal crimes in the name of justice? Brutal death by vigilante justice is still way too merciful compared to what he committed. Even I still want to admit you're the vigilante. And if that's where the original ending stops. It's not basis. Even if this person did deserve everything what they got, what about all those innocent lives he took after that? Please just look at me, I'm the innocent one. I just want a normal life, Detective Mercator, so please just leave me alone. Hey, come on, that's not how your character should act or speak. Yeah, moving on. Innocent, you say? Then what about the deceased Chersky, Vexus? It's time for you to face justice. Hold on a second, Vexus did not kill Chersky. I said that because I am your creator, the comic artist Chersky. As you can see, I'm still alive. You're still alive? You look really worn out. I'm sorry. You must have used up so much wish power trying to fill in that ending I never drew. You don't need to apologize. I don't know why you choose to fake your death, but from the bottom of my heart, your art is truly, truly amazing. Miss Chersky, I'm sorry. I never wanted to pull you back into more drama surrounding this comic. No, it is all started because of me. I should be the one apologizing, Perry. I've been running from this for far too long. So what's going on here? Maybe you don't need to go after Vexus. Mercator, in the real world, Vexus has never committed any crimes, nor will she ever commit any. You no longer have to worry yourself about chasing her. You're free now, ready to embrace a brand new life like we did. A new life? What life is that? Am I supposed to live an ordinary life just like her? But I'm a detective. Mercator, the great detective who never stops hunting evil. What you're saying is all the chasing I've been doing has been for absolutely nothing? Sorry, I need some time alone now. I understand how she feels. It's just as how I was born with an obsession to finish the comics. For Mercator, hunting Vexus has been her whole life. I've been feeling a little lost myself, but now that I know Chersky is still alive, it feels like I have something new to look forward to. Unfortunately, that isn't true for Mercator yet. Please do me a favor and console her in my stead. She's just a little overwhelmed after learning all these. Okay, I can change it now. But I still can't. I know it couldn't have been easy for you trying to get to the truth back. I originally intended for it to stay buried forever. Mercator, why does she always have to be so persistent? This is how I would willingly use up all my wish power to bring you here. Mercator probably wants to give it her all in one final concluding battle, no matter the cost. I'm really sorry. If only I was able to draw the ending back then. But I was just so tired. Thank you for bringing me the truth. I've spent my whole life pursuing justice only to be crushed by truth that's far from just. Do you think I'm absurd? Yeah, those clear-cut black and white truths about justice are probably easier for people to accept. From the very moment I was born in the comic, I've been chasing criminals, punishing evil, and bringing justice to the world non-stop. Like I said before, you can curse everything, but you can never curse justice. I also believe that failure has no place in Detective Mercator's fight. This is what I was born for, and these are the words that have kept me going all this time. You know how much despair I felt when I realized I was nothing but a comic character. I still pulled myself together because I believed that this world needed me. And that it really needed me to save it by arresting Vexus. But now everything is gone. My dreams, my purpose, the justice I fought for, they're all gone. An endless pursuit like this is just too agonizing to bear. She has a point. Thanks for talking to me. I'm starting to see things a little more clearly now. Everything I've been chasing, it's all just made up story. But so what? I've given up my all to get to this point, so even if it's just a story, I demand an ending from Destiny. Miss Chersky, since you're still alive, please finish drawing our final showdown. I need this if I am truly... I am to fully accept the new journey ahead of me. You want me to draw the ending? But it's been so long. Actually, I would like that too. I've always thought Chersky to be really amazing, and since I am her self-portrait, I make sure to keep my back straight and my eyes wide open every day. It's the only way I can do a genius comic artist justice. Even though I haven't met you yet back then, your writing was so gentle and full of happiness, I already could feel your love for me. So I won't force you to draw this ending because someone who loves comics just as much as you do is have the reasons for not doing so. So this is what you call the harsh realities of the ordinary people, huh? To be honest, this is far from ordinary. When you have the time, come to the kitchen and try your hand at cooking. I assure you that you'll get a good taste of day-to-day living then. Actually, I already came up with an ending 15 years ago. Really? It was the ending I had in my outline, but as I drew, I couldn't convince myself that it was an ending everyone would love, and the perfect conclusion among countless possibilities. Now, anything you draw would absolutely be perfect. Don't put me on a pedestal like that, Miss Chair. Comic artists have to make a living too, you know, so of course I had to take the editor's opinions, the publisher's views, and my readers' likes and dislikes into account. But once you start thinking about all that, the perfection goes right out the window. True. Are you worried about me? Have you actually forgotten that I am Vexus just because you've been calling me Perry for 15 years? As a vigilante who punishes evil, I've long been ready to face judgment. This may be hard for me to accept, but if bringing me to justice is what Mercator considers the life she is willing to give everything up for, then we're not so different after all, because I feel the same way about living an ordinary life. Remember what you wrote in your notes from the other? You said a first-rate idea in your head is worth less than a third-rate one on paper. Don't tell me you don't actually believe in any of that. Stop worrying about the pressure and responsibility. Remember, you don't have to shoulder it all by yourself. After all, the ones who play this thrilling game to its spectacular finale were actually Vexus and I in the comic. Let's put an end to all of this. We'll see if she lives like a hero and if I die like a villain. Alright. Back then, Mercator enlisted the Security Bureau's help in Miss M's name and set a trap at the site of their final confrontation. Ooh. Mercator reunited with her former best of partners, Vexus, determined to succeed and feeling extremely confident since she had never revealed her true name. In the murder case of Milos, the pen left at the scene was your favorite brand. And after his confidant Freddy was cursed to death, I also saw someone who looked remarkably like you in the archive room surveillance footage. And Chairman Taka, a suspected crime boss, died the very day after you were forced to release him without charges. Even now, you still won't admit you were the vigilante. You've certainly done your homework, so it's true, you already know who I was. Not only do I know who you are, but I also know that a high-ranking official has just been killed by a curse, and that all the security officers who were lying in wait have now been reassigned to VIP protection duty. Mercator, just as justice is always betrayed by power, you have now once again been grossly let down by this world full of froth and filth. Mercator's heart was pounding like a drum, realizing she was completely on her own now. She slipped her hand into her pocket and quietly pressed the record button. So they really had to kill someone. Since there's so much rot and filth in this world, we should excise it all with death. We were once the best of partners. Surely you understand me and you'll be willing to help me, right? So be my best partner again. Together we'll create a new world of absolute justice. Now, whatever the reason justice built on murder can never be true justice. Give it up, Vexus. Even if I'm the only one left, I will rescue you no matter what. Well, I guess this means goodbye then, McDonough. McDonough, how did you know? How did I know that Mercator isn't your new name, you ask? Because I never wanted to kill anyone. The day I cursed Reddock to death, I was so terrified I put a curse on myself. Vexus, whose hands were covered in blood, was slain by the righteous Mercator. Then I just waited for death to take me, but nothing happened. That's when it finally dawned on me, Mercator, my best friend, my best of partners, had never revealed her true name to me. It's McDonald. The day you saw me checking surveillance footage from the archive room, I uncovered the name Frady, as well as yours, McDonald. But I never wanted to curse you to death because we used to be the best of partners. And I was the one who taught you to always carry a voice recorder in you. Unfortunately, it's the very habit that forces me to bid you farewell today. If I die, this world will once again be filled with people tainted by rotten filth, so rest in peace, McDonough. Are you saying that I had already failed years ago? No, you haven't failed, Mercator. I would never let you fail. I will carry your wishes with me and build a new, absolutely just world. There, pure Mercator shall prevail justice. What's with that? This is a pretty good ending. Why did you draw it 15 years ago? Mercator laughs and vanishes before your eyes. To be continued. It's over. So this is how it ends, huh? 15 years ago, anti-hero characters like these were really popular. At the time when I was still weak and immature, I found myself drawn to decisive and ruthless characters like Vexus. Is she really dead? It's just the obsession that's faded away, that's all. I really admire her, being able to burn with such complete passion for one purpose. She must really admire you too, given how you're able to let go of those grandiose obsessions and simply live fully in the present. Stop making this sound like a memorial service. My apologies, I just caught up in the moment. Alright folks, I have to head home and help my kid with his homework. By the laughter, I hope I can keep my cool. As for Mercator's fate in the comic, it's all in your hands now. Go live out your ordinary days. Thank you for your help. Without you, I might still be running away from everything. Maybe. Just maybe. Then come with me. A comic artist always needs a chair that can zoom around fast. Huh? What's with that weird scenario being used? It's all happened in the flash. Trisky, cornered by over 20 media outlets and a dozen publishers, jumped onto her jet-powered chair to make a break for it. Nobody could catch up to her except for one Furbo. And so that very chair ended up taking her place for the Furbo's exclusive interview. That's right, check out Furbo.com for all the details. Take your advertising somewhere else, buddy, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. But you'll never get the info. What? Check out the new work by Chersky, the artist who famously came back to life. The Mercator Files is now flying off the shelves at the store near you. I never expected Miss Chersky to go back to drawing comic again. I definitely didn't expect her to reunite with Mercator in this way. Long time no see, my friend. I've officially received legal recognition from the Department of Aberration Defense, so from now on you can call me by my real name, Vexus. As it turns out, while Miss Chersky might be a great cook, she isn't so great at running business. Rock and roll eventually went under and she had to return to her old profession, but if you ask me, she was simply looking for an excuse. Back then, Miss Chersky chose to feign her death because she couldn't handle the pressure that came with being a famous comic artist. But this time she doesn't have to shoulder all that pressure by herself. Look at the cover of the Mercator Files. It says, story by Miss Chair, art by Miss Chersky. Having Miss Chair take all the heat while you sit back and quietly draw behind the scenes. How sly of you, Miss Chersky. won't. That chair zips around so quickly, there's no way she'll be able to shake it off her tail, even if she tried. Hopefully this time, whether they're chasing the extraordinary or embracing the ordinary, everyone gets what they wish for. Have fun hanging around here. I have to go buy some workbooks for my little rascal at home. See you around. How long have we been here? Wait, it's Asheville. Hey, Shui. Have you read the fan comic I sent last time? Please forget about it quickly. Among them was a pirated copy of the Labyrinth game that closely resembled the original, all style and no substance. How dare they append such a poor imitation, arbitrarily depicting Mercury's defeat? Breaks my heart. No, I just thought that she masterpiece should never end. Can we the Chersky drew this herself? She doesn't understand the Labyrinth game. Miss Vexus, what a surprise to see you here. If it's not too much trouble, could I get your autograph? Of course, but I seem to recall that you were a hardcore Mercator fan, so I asked you for my autograph. Since I won't be seeing Mercator anytime soon, I guess I'll have to settle for second best. You wanna get cursed to death right here, right now? Then quit fanning the flames! Hey, I just found something interesting, so consider it a little meet and greet gift for a fellow Mercator fan. What Asheville and you take is the first volume of the Mukter Files, and on the front piece is someone has left a line bold flowing writing. On the front this piece? That'll work. This is my final assignment for you. Keep an eye on those two and don't let them skip out on more updates. Mercator. Thank you. Aww, he's such a huge fan. So cute. It's time to publish. Too much an ad to revive. Sun intuition. This is no joke. So funny. Poco poco. Okay, what is this? Did you maybe accidentally buy something expensive while scrolling? If you want, I can help you return it. I just need your signature right here. Very sussy. What did I buy? Let me take a look. Hang on, let's see what I impulsively spent on this time. Why is this a raccoon robot? Shoddy bionic robot Furbo? I don't remember that. Drawer? No, the courier company delivered it. It must be something accidentally ordered. For an AI Furbo. Now let's fire it up and see what happens. Current operation detected. System initialization in progress. Ta-da! Powerful multimodal capabilities, ultra-long context understanding, deep reasoning skills, programming assistant, flexible pricing plans, the ultimate choice for Megacore. Why is it multiplying an ad all of a sudden? 1 AI Furbo equals 8 to 10 super capable Furbos. The ad is muted, so does the Office of Furbo Weekly, but not the BGM. Even dope full silent for you too, son. That's all that's left in the dope bridge. So this thing's here to replace us. Finally golden age is upon us. I surrender. Yeah, surrender. I'm an outstanding graduate of the Furbridge University. Yes. Fight for your rights. I won't be replaced, right? Aww. I'm like super sensitive. Everything gets to me, you know. Is that Gemibo? It's lighting breaking news stories, proofreading late night. One page article is turning boring data into snobby visual analysis. Yeah, please leave right now and refund the money to Great Raccoon. Deep thinking in progress. Alright, the user is mentioning leave and refund, which feels like some kind of visual role. The action, so they might need some emotional support. I'll make sure to be patient. Oh no. They're over analyzing it. If you're dealing with refunds for virtual characters or in-game transactions, please contact the platform's customer service directly to explain the situation. Beep beep now, mad. I think it's right. Take 10 deep breaths. Hopefully making mistakes. Emotional can mess up the refund. How do I get filthy rich? Nihilux. Yeah, I'll pass. Conversation templates. Oh, power pins. Okay, what's the reason? We have an AI employee now. Oh my god.